Hey guys, it's episode 241, so ignore my phone notifications. But anyways, I went to Build-A-Bear today. I came back home early, spent some time with my friend, and yeah, that was about it. It is a Saturday that I'm filming on, but I did mention this in a couple of episodes before this because I actually made like 3 episodes today, so 3 videos today because I had so much time and basically I'm bored and yeah, and there's a lot of this stuff I had to finish anyways, so that's why I made like 3 episodes in a row today. Anyways, the reason why we are joined here by my Fluffy is because that is my teeny TY Fluffy from Despicable Me 3. And now I have the bigger one from Build-A-Bear, and it's super cute. I think because the same person stuffed my Squirtle, and as you, I think I mentioned this in that video, but I said that I didn't really like that they assumed that I wanted a firm plushie because normally they ask you, but I think now they got a bit lazy. Like they'll be like, they'll ask in detail what the kids want, but they won't really ask in detail what the adults want. They'll just give it to you and say, is this good? And it's kind of awkward because if they overstuff your plushie, they have to pull it out and redo. Like, they have to do it again and again until they get it right. So yeah. But anyways, this is the tag of him. I call it a him. It may be a her, but that doesn't matter. I just like calling him a him. And this is I didn't know they were coming out with this, but they did have Minions for a long time, so it wasn't really a surprise that they brought out their Minions again, because they've had those before, so yeah. This is the back of the tag. Now, this is actually, I think if you have registered with them, if you have this, and you like if they have your phone number, which is like you would give them if you have a membership. If you put this inside, it's actually supposed to be inside. And basically, if you lose it, if someone is nice enough to return it to a Build-A-Bear, like any Build-A-Bear, they can call you up and say, hey, we got your Build-A-Bear because you lost it in some place. But I don't know. I just find it that people are getting lazy with their jobs sometimes, so I'm kind of upset that this is not inside him. But anyways, I don't have a membership, only my dad does, so either way, I don't think they would be able to find out who I am if anyone did that. But my dad said probably if you lost it, no one's gonna really return it to Build-A-Bear, because I don't think people would do that. Like, that's effort. But I'm sure some people would, but it takes a lot of effort. So here he is. His face is so cute. Actually, she stuffed mine really soft this time. I think she realized that I like softer Build-A-Bears. So yeah. So his eyes are made of felt. Yeah, I'm touching his eye. And the inside, the pupil part is actually embroidered. This horn is made out of like the tinsely fabric. It's like it's the glittery fabric, which is really nice. His looks more like my small one. I'll show a comparison later with my one from Toys R Us, and it looks different. This part around the muzzle is embroidered. The nostrils are embroidered nicely, and so is the mouth. And here is the tongue made out of felt. It's a really small tongue for his mouth, so it's kind of funny. And here's his ears. It's just regular fabric. I guess the pink isn't as fluffy looking as the is the white fabric. Whoa, focus camera. And then here's the fluffy hair and mane. What I really like about these types of manes is you can actually just go like, ooh, and play with it a lot. Like you can style it because it's more stiff compared to like the My Little Pony ones. You actually have to put a lot of effort into styling them. Especially mine, they easily get ruined and tangled. Like my Pinkie Pie, her hair got ruined completely because I tried to brush it once, and that was a mistake because her hair is super curly. So yeah. And the bottom of the feet is the same thing as inside the ears. It's less of a fluffy material, as you can see, but it's still a soft fabric. It's the belly and the other side, and here is the tag. I know for some of them I didn't show the tag, but I just want to show it. So yeah, there's different languages. And there's this special Despicable Me tag. This one was $27. It's not a bad price, I would say. Cineplex, I went to the theater and it was, they had something like this, but the unicorn was curled up like that, and it was really cute. But I looked at the price and they were trying to sell it for $70, and honestly, a stuffed animal this size is not worth $70. Like, even though it's good quality and everything, the only thing I purchased for like a lot would be this panda that I have in my room, and it's the size of a small baby crib that I have because I put it inside because my dad gave it to me. He was like, oh, it's a good idea, you can put it there so that way it doesn't get dirty on the carpet floor. And anyways, I paid $100 for that at Great Wolf Lodge, and it was one of those life-size ones. It's not really that life-size, but it's close enough. And basically, that's the only thing I would pay for $100. If it was something huge, then yeah, it would be worth it. But $70 for something that's the size of a Build-A-Bear, maybe even a tiny bit smaller, not really worth it, I would say. So I don't know why they did that. I think they thought people would buy it, like some person would just buy it. I don't think that's how it works, but yeah. So there's my Fluffy, there's my teeny TY Fluffy, and now I'm going to show you, I lost my small Fluffy from Toys R Us. They actually came out with a small one for Despicable Me too, but they also came out at the same time. This Fluffy, his head is a bit wider, his eyes are made of beads, his horn kind of doesn't have that amount of detailing compared to it. It's just like they embroidered on all the way around. They didn't really try to stuff it individually, so yeah, that's kind of the difference. His hair is basically almost the same, I would say. The only difference is that the teeny TY one and this one do not have this, and this is the hair tie that goes around his tail. But yeah, it doesn't really need that, but that's just a little detail. And the only other thing is that his eyes have, like, they're hard plastic, and they're also not really, they have a bit more detail because they have some brown around it. But yeah, that's the only difference. His ears are a bit more rectangular than this one. This one's more of a natural look, I guess. Like, this one is kind of more rectangular. That one is kind of like in between both of them. So like it's kind of like it's both of them except the eyes, and it's more simplified. His head is crooked because he was actually attached to a box, and they kind of put his head sideways like that, and yeah, that's why his head is a bit crooked. His tongue is not felt like the Build-A-Bear. It's more of it's two felt like fabrics together, but it's kind of like they took it and they sewed it. It's like how do you explain it? You know when you have something, a part of a stuffed animal that looks like it would be stuffed, but it has no stuffing in it, kind of like that. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, you guys could probably get the gist of it. And everything is embroidered for the detailing. Here, the hooves are actually a felt material. And now, the reason why I don't hug this one to sleep is because I'm terrified of random noises at night. And I've had a bad mistake where because when I close the light, I run to my bed instantly because I don't like my dad notices I don't like sleeping without the blanket over my head, but he says that's not good for me. But yeah, anyways, I don't really like the dark that much. So basically I had this cat that was made for the Big Bang Theory, because there's a song called Soft Kitty, as you guys may know if you watch Big Bang Theory, like the older episodes. And basically it had the sound chip in, which had the girl in the series singing it, and I ran to my bed and jumped on, and I accidentally landed on the cat's paw, and it started playing, and I was scared. I was like, oh my gosh, why? So yeah, that's why I don't sleep with it. But it also, because it's really hard, but I closed this sound chip because I don't really want to have the sound chip on all the time. But I think I want to take out the batteries soon because they're really old, and a lot of my stuffed animals have old batteries in them, so they might be leaking a bit. Yeah, because it gets all nasty. So I might have to take that out. But yeah, those are the differences. I'm not sure how much this was priced, but this was for Despicable Me too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little side-by-side comparison with all of them. I really love all of them. They're so cute. But yeah, if you guys really like Despicable Me and are thinking about this, I think this one is way worth it. Because I'm not sure if Toys R Us is selling another one. Because this one was from Toys R Us, but I'm not sure if they revamped it or anything. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!